Hello, explorers. I'm Captain Nova, and I am absolutely thrilled to welcome you to today's Explainer, which just so happens to be your very first space mission. Tell me, do you ever look up at the night sky, see all those twinkling lights, and wonder what's actually hiding out there beyond the clouds? I know I do. Well, today we're going to find out together. We're embarking on an incredible visual journey to discover the ultimate frontier, space. Here is the official mission flight plan for our Explainer today. Section 1. Preparing our space launch. Section 2. The Sun and Earth. Section 3. Solar System neighbors. Section 4. Distant stars and galaxies. Section 5. Astronauts on space missions. And finally, Section 6. Return to planet Earth. Let's get right into it.
Section 1. Preparing our space launch, getting ready for the cosmos.
So, you might be wondering, what exactly is space? Well, think of planet Earth, our beautiful home, as your cozy house. Space is just the immense, dark neighborhood that exists right outside our front door. It's this vast, endless place where all the stars, moons, and other planets live. Honestly, it's the ultimate playground for what we call ciencia cósmica, or cosmic science. Are you ready to travel into this giant neighborhood with me? Okay, step 1, reach down, pick up your heavy imaginary space helmet, and click it right onto your head. Lock it in. Step 2, reach over your shoulders and fasten those thick spaceship seatbelts. Click, click. And step 3, I need you to count down with me nice and loud. 3, 2, 1, lift off. Imagine the rumble, the shake of the rocket, and up, up, up we go into the stars. Section 2, the Sun and Earth. Looking back at our home. Right off the bat, you're going to notice that space is very, very different from Earth. Down on Earth, we have plenty of air to breathe, it's nice and warm, and gravity keeps our feet firmly planted on the ground. But out here in space, there is absolutely zero air. If we didn't have our helmets on, we couldn't breathe at all. Plus, it is extremely cold. Brrr! And that's exactly why we need these special, thick spacesuits to keep us safe and comfortable on our journey. Now carefully shield your eyes and look out the window at that incredibly bright light. That's the sun. You know, even though it doesn't look like the little twinkling dots we see at night, the sun is actually a star. It's just a star that happens to be very, very close to us, which is why it looks so giant. It acts just like a massive space heater, giving us all our light and warmth. Without the sun shining down on Earth, our entire planet would literally be frozen solid, like a giant ice pop. Section 3. Solar System neighbors, meeting the other planets. Just like you might have brothers, sisters, or cousins, the Earth has a family too. We call it the solar system. This is the group formed by the sun right in the center and its 7 sibling planets that constantly revolve or spin in circles around it. It's really just one big, happy, spinning planetary family hanging out in the dark of space. Let's do a quick flyby of some of our coolest neighbors. First, right up close to the sun, we have Mercury. It's the absolute smallest planet, and because it's so close to that giant space heater, it is super, super hot. Next up is Mars. Check out that rusty red color. Mars is actually famous for our misiones espaciales, our space missions, because real scientists send remote-controlled robots with wheels to drive around and explore its dusty surface. Then, watch out. Here comes the giant. Jupiter is the biggest planet of them all. It's so enormous that you could fit every single other planet inside it at the exact same time. And finally, my personal favorite, Saturn. Those spectacular giant rings spinning around it aren't actually solid. They're made of millions of pieces of ice and rock flying around the planet incredibly fast. All right, explorers, time for a quick pop quiz. Looking back from out here in the solar system, what color is our planet Earth from space? Go ahead, shout it out. If you said mostly blue, you are absolutely right. You are a brilliant cosmic explorer. It looks so wonderfully blue because our home is covered in massive, beautiful oceans of water. Section 4. Distant stars and galaxies, the deep space. Look really closely at all those tiny glowing dots out the window. Every single one of them is a star, just like our sun, but much, much farther away. You might see the number 1 billion on your screen, but honestly, even that massive number is way too small. We know there are millions and millions of stars. To put it into perspective, there are actually more stars in the vastness of space than there are tiny grains of sand on every single beach in the entire world combined. Mind-blowing, right? And when you have that many stars, you can start playing the greatest game of connect the dots ever to build a constellation. For thousands of years, humans have looked up and drawn imaginary lines between the brightest stars to create amazing cosmic pictures in the sky. If you look hard enough, you can find pictures of giant bears, brave hunters, and even flying horses, all made entirely out of stars. Now, all of these billions of stars, including our sun, live together in an even bigger family called a galaxy. Our home galaxy actually has a pretty funny name, the Milky Way. Why? Well, because when you look at it from Earth on a really dark night, it looks just like a glowing, cloudy path of spilled milk splashed right across the night sky. Delicious, right?
Section 5. Astronauts on space missions. Real human explorers.
You know, real brave people actually travel out here for Ciencia Cosmic. And when they do, they experience something wildly fun called microgravity. Remember how we said Earth has gravity that pulls you down to the floor? Well, out here in a spaceship, there's a lack of gravity. That means there's no force pulling you down. Instead of falling, you just, boing, you float right up. Let's look at what daily life is actually like for these incredible astronauts. First off, they're traveling super fast in highly advanced spaceships. But inside the ship, thanks to microgravity, literally everything is floating. Imagine trying to eat your dinner when your food just floats right off your fork. If you squeeze a juice pouch, the water doesn't spill on the floor. It forms a perfect floating liquid bubble in the middle of the air that you have to catch with your mouth. And bedtime? Astronauts actually have to zip themselves into sleeping bags that are tied tightly to the wall, because if they didn't, they would literally float right out of bed and bump their heads on the ceiling while they were dreaming. Section 6. Return to planet Earth, heading home. Grab your armrests, explorers. Hold on tight. We are re-entering the atmosphere. Rumble, 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 shake. The sky is turning from starry black to cloudy blue and splashdown. Whew! A perfect, safe landing right back on our beautiful blue planet Earth. You can go ahead and take off those heavy space helmets now. Through our explainer today, we saw that space is a giant, beautiful neighborhood filled with a massive sun, amazing planets, and billions of distant stars and galaxies. We explored how misiones espaciales send brave astronauts out into microgravity to uncover the secrets of the cosmos. But the absolute most important takeaway is this: you are also part of this universe. That's right. The exact same cosmic dust that makes up the stars actually makes up you. You belong to this grand, spectacular universe just as much as Jupiter or the Milky Way. So my fellow explorers, the next time you look up at the vast night sky, what new cosmic mystery will you decide to solve? Keep exploring, keep wondering, and I'll see you on our next mission.